Good morning, everyone. It's me, Rory Paddock, for picksonthepaddock.co.uk. It's a little bit later than normal. However, I'm looking ahead to day 3. We're now past the halfway stage of the Cheltenham Festival 2024. Going to be looking at all 7 races. So without further ado, let's get stuck into it. First up, we've got the Turner Novices Chase. As you may or may not have noticed with my last 2 videos, I'm going to be taking a stats, trends-based approach to making my selections. So, what are we looking out for in the first? Well, we want a horse that is raced in a graded novice chase last time out. A horse that's trained in Ireland, no shock. Won a grade 1 novice hurdle and ran 9 times or less over hurdles in their career. That leads us to just one horse. It's the current market leader. It's another Willie Mullins favourite, and it is Facile Vega. Hopefully, they can do the business to kickstart day 3. Moving on to the second race, it's the 10 past 2. It's the Patent Network final. The cavalry charge of horses that will be going up for this. What's going to help us narrow the field? Well, we need a horse that's raced 10 times or less over hurdles, is aged 8 years or younger. It's not one for the more seasoned older horses. And would you believe it? Horses trained in Ireland do have a pretty good record in this, just like with the first race. That leaves us with just 2 runners. Cletus Poulor and Popova are the 2 that tick all the right boxes. They're in the Patent Network final at 10 past 2. 40 minutes later, we move to the 250. It's the Ryanair Chase. There, we're looking for a horse that's French bred. They have an outstanding record in this. Any horse originating from France. A horse as a former course winner is also very, very credible in terms of finding a winner. A horse that finished first or second in a grade 1 or grade 2 last time, so clearly they're in form. And a horse that's aged between 7 and 9 years of age. That leads us to just one horse, and it's actually at a decent price. It's the JP McManus Capo Dano to hopefully bring home the spoils there in the 3rd race. We're then off to the big race of the day. It's the Stayers Hurdle. It's 3:30. And here, we're looking for a horse that finished first or second last time out. He's aged 8 years old or younger and has an official rating of 160 or more. I must admit, Crambo was running the trend very, very close. But it's just the one horse in this that ticks all 3 trends boxes. And that is the market leader, Tia Hupo. Horse there that's hoping to find grade 1 success here at the festival. Then we're off to the 410. It's the Plate Handicap Chase. It's another sort of massive runner field. What we're looking for there is we're looking for a horse that's rated in the 140s, is aged 9 years or younger, has raced since the 24th of January, so hasn't had a massive break on the sidelines, and has raced 9 or fewer times over fences. That's left us with a little bit of a short list of 4. Glenn Gooley, Saint Felicien and Rian, as well as Crebley, are the quartet that seem to be coming out on top when it comes to trends. I know Crebley is a lot of people's major fancy for day 3, and hopefully, for our sake and for theirs, that horse does really well. Well, then off to the penultimate race, it's the 450. It's the Mares Novices Hurdle. And here, we're looking for a horse, would you believe, that's trained in Ireland. Needless to say, Ireland have had a stranglehold on the festival for a good few years. And it's no surprise that you see that crop up with quite a lot of the trends in quite a few of the races. We need a horse that's raced at least 4 times over hurdles and hadn't raced in a point-to-point in their entire sort of professional/amateur career. Who's that going to leave us with? Well, just the one horse. We saw Henry de Bromhead come out on top in the champion chase yesterday. Can the yard do the same here? Another JP McManus horse with Birdie or Bust. And it's another at a relatively decent price. If the stats are to be believed, then hopefully JP McManus can land the spoils with a few runners today, hopefully at big odds. Last but by no means least, we're off to the 5:30. It's the Kim Muir Handicap Chase. It's another big runner field, and here are the trends to look out for. We need a horse that's had a rating between 137 and 143. He's aged 7 or 8 years old, so not too many miles on the clock. And a horse that didn't win last time out. Those three seem to be the biggest and strongest trends. However, because of the amount of runners, it's actually left us with 5 horses on our shortlist. Who are those 5, I hear you ask? Well, am I right? City Chief hopefully can make the fortunes of Nicky Henderson turn around. Chavez, A Wave of the Sea, yet another JP McManus horse. And Cool Survivor for the powerhouse that is Gigginstown. Those are the 5 to hopefully do really well in what will be, fingers crossed, the lucky last. In terms of betting strategy, as I have done the last few days, I basically reserve £10 per race and then split them between however many horses each race crops up with the trends. Any horse priced at 5 to 1 or bigger, I will be backing each way. Obviously, you decide whether or not to ignore these, use them, or pick out a handful. Whatever you decide, obviously gamble responsibly. I've been Rory Paddock for picksfromthepaddock.co.uk. Fingers crossed and touch wood that we have another good day for day 3. If you want to, then give this video a like or a share. And good luck as always if you follow.